Evening, everyone. Hopefully that's working and Will's not got his chroma key thing on because I haven't done it.
You didn't chroma key my
I didn't
webcam. Thank
chroma
you,
key
Tom.
you. Hang on, let me go to Will I can. Good evening, everyone. Whilst I'm sorting that, tonight our main plan is route building on Southwestern Expressways. We're going to be doing the field area. So the first thing we're going to be doing, something a little bit different. We're going to be actually putting in a field station for the first build. Sort of first build, my first build anyway. I think we're on build B, but it's quite well in there with the model itself. I'm just going to do that now. It should be sorted actually. There we go. There we go. Sorted. Almost.
There you go.
There was a slight little bit of a bleed in there, but hang on a second. I'll sort that. So yeah, that is basically what we're going to be doing for the next couple of hours, and then we're going to do some route building around that area as well. So we're just going to progress towards the Reading area. Hopefully try and get about a mile or something done in at least a mile on the scenery. I reckon we can do. It's all country sort of stuff again. We're going to show you some other bits of the route as well. Some stuff we haven't actually shown you before either. I'm going to show you some of the stuff I've been doing this last week between Westbury and Frome. I'm sort of working on that section at the minute as well. So, other that and that, I'm going to show you some of Mark's stuff as well. So, Mark might not like that, but we'll be fine. What he doesn't know doesn't hurt him. He's not here tonight, so we'll just show a few bits of what he's been up to as well on the Bristol to Exeter part of the route. So, yeah, plenty to do, plenty to see. So, should be quite a good one. So, who have we got in? So, Josh Trains, good evening. Chris Bartlett, good evening. Will's here, he's in the chat as well. Spaghetti Ravy, Whitey, good evening. White Me's here, good evening. Matthew Knoll, good evening. Mr. Sheba as well. Ben Appletree, good evening, mate. Willow, good evening. And Matthew Wilson, good evening as well. James Hall, thank you for the like. Good evening. Whilst we're here, actually, I'll just give you a quick pan round. You might have seen some of the areas of this on screenshots, but just a quick pan round of Westbury revamp, just to start things off. All the trackside areas have been rebuilt, as you can see. Redone all the foliage around the depot area, added some new bits and pieces on there, so hopefully should have a nice refresh look to it. We'll show you some more of the area later on. I'm just going to go a quick fly through to the end of the yards here, and then we will go to field. So that way is towards Frome and down to Exeter, down to the portals that way, which would be down to Salisbury. Bath, Spa, back to Bristol straight on, or you can also turn right just beyond the station, go towards Reading as well. Right, let's go back into editor. Otherwise, I'll
It's
be
alright,
able to
White Meat.
zoom.
Don't hold your feelings back. Apparently it looks crap, Tom.
Well, what can I say? Lewis Hopton, thank you for the like. Good evening. Right, Field. So Field is about 8 miles out of Reading. So we're not far really away from Reading on like this section.
Definitely getting there. I'm going to have to get a wriggle on, aren't I?
I'm catching you up, mate.
You are, mate.
Although you're not looking far from done. Stuart Parker, thank you for the like as well. Good evening. Right. Them points better be rendered. Hopefully. I'll double check them. Right. So, Nigel Penn, good evening. Thank you for the like as well. Right, let me find the station. So this is one of Callum's models he's been working on this week. He only started about... I think he started on Monday, actually.
He started yesterday. You did the export for him, I think, first thing.
Yeah, export was sent yesterday, so this is like today. It did a little bit last night. You might have to catch up with that, mate. Well, I'll just find this. Nils Westerman,
Nils Westerman.
Good evening. Thank you for the like as well. Hope you're doing well. Right, Swex Field. It's going to be down the bottom here somewhere. Thatcham Field Station. Right. So we haven't got any textures, so don't worry. This is obviously first test build. It's just packed the station model as it is. So we're going to swing that round. So what we're doing here is we're going to first of all get it into place. So how we do this is, before I move it into place, you can see down here, I've got these loft walls. So these are the boundaries of the platform edges. And these here are where the platform slopes start going down. So we have to line all this up with them. So if we just get that there first. line the road up. So obviously that needs to be in there, like so. Ross 87, good evening. We're doing very well. Hope you're well as well, mate. Good to see you. Right. So we just need to make sure that all this obviously sits in here nice now. So we need to do a little bit of rotation as well. So I'm just gonna do that first. Just gonna shift
See,
this
this is
over.
why I'm glad I make them, because I wouldn't be able to place them.
No, we've got to. It's not too bad to be quite fair. It's just getting this rotation right. It's more hard on a curve, by the way. But
It took us, goodness knows how long to come up with this system.
it's a good system. It does
well,
work.
we had a system in place, and then like we changed the tracks, and it just suddenly didn't work anymore.
I mean, it's a good system, but it's just very hard for Reading. Getting all
Oh
this,
well.
it took ages for the Reading one, but we got there.
We got it in place now. That's why I send like a small track export first.
I think we might have got this in. I'm just gonna check.
That's looking pretty solid.
There's still a slight gap there. I'm going try that. It's just got to keep nudging it. Just gotta make sure nothing's coming through these walls. I don't think it is now. I think we're all right.
Put a loco in and see what your gauging's like.
I will. Just make sure this matches up, which it does. So I need to do a little bit of tweaking over here just to make sure I need to shift the embankment over just so there's enough up onto that footpath there as well. So
you've still got some to come up there, haven't you? I think you're a bit low right now.
I need to raise it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the trains in next. So I'm going to go back into editor. I'm going to put 2 HST sets in. And then what we'll do is we're going to raise it up so it's at the correct height. The temporary platform, balls for you, is not here. It wasn't present in 2010, and our route is set in the 2010 era, so not needed, which is quite easy.
Yeah, it caused a bit of an argument yesterday.
We made an executive decision to decide not to have it. To be quite fair though, I'm just looking on here, and if you look on there, there's only 2 platforms, on the green lines. Those are the platforms. The third one, which is down as feel up and down good, had platforms in there originally, but never had a marker. Fun fact. So the marker's already spoke. I'm not even done that right. Hang on. I need to. There we go. So 2010. It basically it's going to be whatever you see on Google Maps from then. So we're having to go back in time on the maps and stuff to double check, which we did have to do to sort of find out when the other platform was made. It was after 2015, so it wasn't needed.
Yeah, it was just out of our working period.
So that other platform is obviously here today in this area. Alright, let's put a couple of sets of HSTs in. Wrong TOC. Back into editor mode. So there's a bit of backwards and forwards of this.
Like with most things with train sim.
Yeah, I'm just going to move my camera up a little bit actually there. I had all my webcam down the other day because I did a stream with I moved everything around. So it's not all been put back into place. There we go. Right. So select the model as we have. And all we need to do is first of all remove. Let's get rid of these lofts. So we don't need these anymore. This makes it a little bit easier then when we're raising the platform up to the door area.
Well, yeah, now we got it in place. We can get rid of these without worrying about ruining our guidelines or anything.
So we don't see these in game now. Could have used GWR. Could have.
I mean, our usually go-to for gauging on those bridges and stuff is the 156 anyway.
Yeah, I'm not using that 156 now because it's not actually one that runs on this line, luckily, so it's not so bad.
Yeah, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. I mean, you got tons of clearance on that bridge anyway.
Yeah. So obviously, when we do these, we want to make sure that there's a bit of a step up to obviously to the coach. So just make sure it's sort of a little bit further down. So it's just enough of a step. Just gonna double check.
He should have given you plenty to play with.
He has. He's given me quite a bit on this one. 156 for the win. Will the extension be completed in May? It's as soon as
No comment.
we're done. We can't really say what dates. We're just as soon as possible. When we get nearer that time, we'll start disclosing all that information with you guys.
Mm.
But it's as
We
soon as
don't want to
possible.
commit too early and disappoint.
All we can say is we're on track at the moment with our stuff, so it's looking good. It's looking good. With what we have ourselves set to do each day in terms of mileage and stuff like that, we are hitting them targets, which is good. So we're generally aiming to do 2 miles a day, at least as a minimum, which has been happening for quite a while now. Now that's looking all right.
You're looking pretty good.
I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. The letter, these are for signals, so you don't see these in the game. I think that one is
I've never seen that before.
What's that one? That's an approach control, so that is to do with that signal. So it's basically approach control. So what it does, I think it'll be set as red or yellow, and as soon as you go over or past sort of this area here, it should trigger the signal. Mark's got to go through all these and double check them all anyway.
Mm.
I don't know what the Y one stands for.
They look
Yard
different.
box.
Oh, are they the yard?
Yeah, they're just little trigger things to do with the signals. You get all different ones. You get
Mm.
automatic tab ones, so when you go through past the tab thing, it can make like the shunt signal appear, rather than you having to press tab and stuff like that.
See, these are very different to ones I wrote because that's a separate signal,
Tom
isn't
Williams
it?
ones. These.
Yeah.
Aaron Thomas's route is set in the 2010 and 7, so 2007 to 10. That's fair enough.
2010 and 7.
Yeah, it's rolled back to front. It's just catching me out. Ross M87's liking the weathering on the signs at Newbury Racecourse. So them ones were Callum's part of his model on that one. He's done some really nice stations ups now. Absolutely lovely. I'm gonna now.
Oh, he's been knocking it out of the park.
I'm gonna get rid of them trains now because we don't need them. Otherwise, when we start sending builds out to testers, they'll be wondering why they haven't got a HST that they don't own. We're causing upset. So we have one HST, which is a Kuju HST, just so everyone has that stock when they do tests. So they can do a drive in each direction from wherever they want to go.
Well, you know me, I'm team default, so.
You can't drive your bubble car S8 on this route, sadly.
No third rail.
No, well, there's a little bit of Reading, but you won't be going very far.
You won't be going far in Reading as it is anyway. Not right now.
Right, so that's the first part of the stream. So you've seen how we place a station, you've seen how we set it all up to the gauging and all that. Pretty easy enough in that front. What I might see how we got on. I might even show you how we do an export later.
Oh.
I could even do. I think the next station actually is Reading West.
What we got next on the list? Let's have a look.
Reading West.
Is it Reading West next?
Yeah, that's the next station. James, good evening. For the Great Eastern Main Line, is it possible to make an extension from Ipswich to Norwich? We have no plans to do so. I mean, it's a DTG route, and we have done the Mayflower line in the past. In terms of obviously I think we published that route, but never say never. But at the moment, there's no plan to do as such. Right, I'm just having a look, see where we can start ripping this scenery from. If I do it in another version. GBRS 66s on this route. I don't think they do. I know you get the 59s and stuff like that down here. That do the long stone trains. DB run down here, I think. Stuff like that. I think Freightliner run to here because the cement train comes out of here that goes back down to what do you call it? Tunstead. Up near Peak Forest. Class 43 Harrison run the Southwestern Expressways to Reading route this evening. So we're working around Field. So what I'm doing first of all, we're going to rip up the old stuff on the line side. Remove all the fences and all that stuff. Ideally, actually, what I should do is measure a mile.
Are you going to try and do it in miles tonight? That's pretty
Yeah, I'm
ambitious
going to
of
give
you.
it a good go. Or at least see where this goes up to. I think this is about a mile. A little bit more.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Tom's going to do an entire mile tonight on stream.
We'll give it a go. So about there's a mile, so we'll try and
Oh
work
yeah,
up
just by the
this.
crossing.
Yeah, it works out quite well actually, that. So we'll rip this up. This is what I usually do for the start of the day, is rip up this lot. Start ripping stuff up. It's the start of my day.
Neil Bowden, thank you for the like.
Good evening, thank you.
Class 43 Harrison, how come you are ripping out the scenery? Tom,
How come?
care to explain that one?
Basically, so what we're doing is this is part of the refreshment of the line side stuff that we've got planned for the route. We're not ripping everything up because we'd be here till probably next Christmas doing the whole route. So what we're doing, we're aiming to just give a spruce up to the trackside stuff. Obviously, we're giving it new track, new ballast paint as well, new custom assets that are coming as well. I think it was about 120 assets, I'd say, something like that.
Too many custom assets in my
There's probably
opinion.
more to be fair than 120. Sort of like all the extra little bits, obviously cluttering that does bump up the number. But on our list, there was about 100 and something, weren't there?
120 for like big assets.
Yeah.
Not including like clusters like Reading Station and stuff like that.
Yeah. So that obviously comes with multiple bits and pieces on top of just the station. So Reading is
Reading's
the
going to
biggest.
have about maybe 50 different customs for it. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
I mean, we've got a few little bits.
If we got time.
I should have all these new little bits in here. Let's have a look. Reading.
Loads for CL as well.
Let's see what we've got in here for Reading. Reading bench. There's a bench for the Reading station already.
You should have.
I'm just going to see. I'm going to put it all as one list.
That's a bench calendared. You should have the lamppost I did. If you've got the most up-to-date CL. Oh, that's fountains and swags. Bucket and brush, that would be a CL one.
I'm looking in the wrong place here. There are swags. Reading. We've got the station.
You're in Great Western, aren't you?
That's a decal.
Oh, wait, I'm a bit behind.
What we got here? That's another decal.
Another decal.
I've got all the decals in here.
The decal is going to be being removed. I can get you the actual names of them. One sec.
Just wondering if I've still got them, if I've got them or not. I bet I did have them before.
You should have the CCTV camera and the bucket and brush because they're in CL. If you're running with most up-to-date CL, which you should be, if not bad, Tom.
I probably did have it installed yesterday when I did the MML update, but then I've reverted back to whatever I had. I need to download it. I'm going to download it.
How have you not got the most up-to-date CL? I did that like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
I probably just haven't downloaded it. Good evening, DJ Snap Attack. I'm going to get that off you first thing in the morning.
Are you? Well, it's on share file when you want it.
Well, I'll grab it in the morning. We'll show them assets on our next stream.
Yeah.
There is as well, obviously, you may have seen there was an e-shot sent out to you guys of what sort of stuff to expect to see from us over the next month. There is 2 route building streams. There's an asset building stream from Will. We've done the LNER V2, that was the first one. We have the Met line as well. No set order for these, but obviously they'll appear over the month. And then obviously we'll just add more and more as we move on.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be asset building next week, is it?
Yeah, you can do. I mean, it's up to you if you want to do it next week.
Can't remember the current layout.
I was trying to sort of like keep them sort of separated, so like do a route build, a drive, an asset build, a drive, just so it mixes up. So
yeah, I thought things were a bit mixed up this month.
We'll have a look, see what's what, work it out. Got to do the plan later in the week anyway. So we'll just rip this lot up. So what we'll do is first we'll go over the terrain, just making sure there's no any like hidden dips and stuff like that need leveling out. And then we'll put the fences in, and then we'll moving along. We'll try and preserve as much as we can on what can be saved in the track side. But I'll get rid of like crossings and redo crossings and stuff like that. I like to give them the new paths that obviously Callum made and stuff like that. And I'll double check the cab ride as well, so and work on that. That shed won't be there. I can guarantee that won't be there.
Yeah, coming across a lot of creative freedom is what I call it from the original route.
So any bits of clutter goes as well. I'll do a full fresh sweep of the clutter as well. Getting some focus on my camera. Is it alright? How's it looking? I'll give you a wave. It might just do a little focus in and out. It should be alright. It's looking alright. I can see on my screen. I'm just trying to make sure I don't remove the lamps.
Are they part of the loft?
No, these ones are separate place, these lamps. There is a road that we do have, obviously, that puts down them with the road. Trying to keep the cable chunking as well. We don't really fancy having to lay another 100 miles of cable troughing. Better turn it off. Give over. So, to be quite fair, in the grand scheme of things, it's not actually that far. It's literally the straight line for now. I mean, if we get there in good time, we'll go further. We've got to about 9:30. I've set as the plan to run till so. But obviously, we are going to show some other bits of the route, so we may just get to that and we'll show you other stuff anyway. Right, that'll do there.
We've tried muting his mic quite mute, but it doesn't work all the time.
Doesn't work. I come back.
Comes back. We mute him on Discord. He just gives us a ring.
The ways and means of getting hold of you. I've got your number.
I got your number.
Oh. I didn't put the music on, bad Tom. Hang on.
It's alright, mate. I do it all the time. I forget on my stream. I forget to like the last half hour.
You can be virtual DJ, don't forget though, can't you?
I can be virtual DJ, but it needs to actually be playing before I can get it to change.
It is playing now.
I've not got the stream playing.
Evening, Drake. Yeah, should I get these trees? I need to quickly just run upstairs and grab something, and then I'll be back. Oh, right, I think that's all the stuff ripped up. Oh, no.
Definitely looking like it.
There's a little bit of foliage there.
I think I'm coming through a bit loud on your stream, mate.
Okay, hang on. Just took you down a little bit there.
Just a little bit.
There you go. Right, I'll be 2 seconds, guys. I'll leave you with the tunes and Mr. Will. How about letting them know about our Easter sale? That's coming soon.
Yeah. Quickly get the email open so I can remember what it is. We're doing our Easter sale. Sale. Oh goodness, my email's not open. I believe it's from Thursday onwards. Yes. So from Thursday onwards, we're going to be doing our Easter or spring sale, whichever way you want to look at it. I'm not sure what's going to be in it. Tom would probably know more. All I've got is that we're having a sale, and I don't get told any more than that because I am but a lackey. But yeah, that'll be available on the website. I don't know if there's anything that says on the website about a sale yet. Yet again, nobody tells me nothing. But still, when Tom gets back from fishing out some mice or something, I don't know what he's doing. He's been having terrible issues with mice recently. Surprised we've not been getting any furry ones on the stream. He's left me here with all this cold air on this blank screen whilst he's not moving. Will, when you create your buildings, how do you set up Google Images onto a plane? Do you build the size of that? Blah blah blah. Okay. Well, it's when I do my next stream, I'll definitely go over it again. Probably week after next to see how it goes. Oh, he's back. Stop talking about him.
I am here.
Oh, hello, Tom. How's it going?
Hello. All right, mate. Right.
Yeah. I have a video on my channel which shows how I do it on my YouTube channel. But yeah, it's basically the best way to do it is to match your screen resolution to the size of the plane. Like you take the image resolution and then you match a oh, a little bit too loud still, Tom.
Oh, is it? I'm gone.
Oh.
I'm gone. Let me just.
I'll just keep yabbering.
There we go. Try that. We'll try that.
Okay. Yeah. Do say if I'm coming through too loud.
I can easy tweak.
Turn Tom up and balance it. Fair enough.
I'll just stop talking.
Yeah, just stop talking. You know.
I'm gonna just get rid of these last bits.
Yeah, I go over this in one of my YouTube videos about how you create a plane that's the same resolution as the image that you're doing. So, for example, if it's like 1920 by 1080, you create a plane that's 192 meters by 108. And then if you do it on Google Maps, you make sure you keep the key that's in the bottom right corner that says like this size is 5 meters, and you create a box that's a lot closer to that size, and then you get pretty close to the ballpark. It's not precise, but it's the easiest way I've seen to do
it. Jake could barely hear you.
Well, we can't win.
Cannot win. We cannot win.
Yeah, so Tom, do you have any idea what's going to be in the sale?
I don't actually. No, I didn't know we were having one. Literally saw the email earlier, and
you told me about 10 minutes before.
Yeah,
stream, and I was like, oh, cool.
I just got told on an email that if anyone asked, just to let them know that there's one obviously happening from Thursday. So we're all in the same sort of know here.
I mean, I don't really want to give any suggestions and give any false ideas, you know.
I'm sure we'll find out very, very soon. Jason Hale, thank you very much for the like. Good evening to you. Right, I'm just going to snap this down. I'm going to sort this car park out.
No, that's not Tom's baby crying. That's actually him.
Yeah, I think
what you're seeing isn't... It's not a live face cam. What you're seeing for Tom is pre-recorded.
I'm going to redo this because it's just easier than trying to sort of like tweak.
Random floating car.
Easier to
flatten. So what are you going to do? You're just going to smooth it and then...
Yeah, I'm going to snap all the terrain up. I'm going to flatten the road. Get rid of that. And I'll probably rework the buildings as well. Just easier.
Oh, these are my little office blocks. I remember making those.
They'll probably end up going back in, to be quite honest.
Well, you know.
Let's get rid of these. I'm pretty certain that we possibly may have this bridge as an asset.
Isn't that going to be in custom?
I think some of this is going to be custom.
I remember going over that stuff.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Asset list. Dev asset list.
Kit bash it. That'd save me time.
Let's see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Swex. Fuel
railway industry facility.
Fuel railway industry facilities.
No, that's before
What's
it.
That?
What would I call it?
See what this is on maps. Oh, that's the yeah, this place is going to be a custom asset. This plant.
What's the asset called?
I don't know. I don't even know if I don't think we put anything down for this. I think we were going to, then we sort of decided not to.
We were going to, then Mark had a go at us.
Bad Mark.
Because he was like, oh, you don't have time for that. Oh, okay, sorry, Mark.
Sorry, Mark. Sorry, friend.
Sorry.
Right, let's just flatten that out.
It depends on the route, to be honest with you, Dean. Because some routes take longer than others. But it's more of a slow earner, most of these stuff, you know, steady but slow.
Get rid of that. Just trying to flatten this lot out.
Art Deco office. That sounds like something I would like.
Right.
Oh goodness, that's changed a lot. That building's been knocked down.
Gets knocked down, built up again.
You're never gonna keep it down.
Right. That. City Trio tonight? No, not tonight. Not tonight. We will do some more Steam soon. Again with Mark, definitely. We've said we'll have another go.
Oh, did you Churro last time? I missed the stream.
We did the V2 last on our driver one.
Oh.
That was last week actually.
Good Cathedral Churro.
So we've just sort this lot out. Just put a little bit more on that, so I'm going to put that down to 45 on the area.
I think you're safe. I don't think they are custom.
Oh, I think they were going to be, but yeah, I think we decided.
I think Mark took them off. So blame Mark for not having those customs.
Alright. I can make do with what we've got. I can definitely do whatever we've got.
We can make do.
Right, now that's not quite there just yet. We'll give it these cars that are left.
Still very lumpy, isn't it?
It won't be in a second. I'm going to smooth it off. I'll set that to 45.
Tell you one thing we can
See, it
do.
looks lumpy, doesn't it? So all
If you feel that way inclined, mate.
Oh?
I can send you over the current build of Reading, and you can put that in if you want.
Ooh. Well,
Show people how we.
who would like to see?
Put our assets in.
Who would like to see the most up-to-date build of Reading? Can I put my hand up? Even I've not seen it yet. I've seen a picture of it. I saw a picture today. It looks brilliant.
Down in front, Tom. Down in front.
Okay, I'll get to the back of the queue.
Alright, I'll get a build of that together and put
Excellent.
it up. We can show people how we actually transfer
Excellent.
objects and get them in game.
Sounds good. There's a pond behind here.
Providing you don't have anything inappropriate on your desktop or something.
It doesn't stream a desktop anyway.
Does it not?
No. There's nothing inappropriate. Get rid of all these 3D bits anyway, because that's one of the things I do as well, is get rid of all the 3D stuff we don't need away from the track. So this is a pond behind it.
Doesn't look like much of a pond to me.
It
Maybe
will
a
in a
swamp.
second. It will in a second. Tom and Jerry logo.
Well, I'll tell you what, this takes forever to export.
How big's the station in size now?
Well, it's not actually that big. It's only 44,000 tries.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No, but it is a big old lad.
Aren't you separating up into different like things anyway? Or you'll leave it as
Yeah,
one?
when I'm done with it, I'm gonna break it apart into like 4 separate assets.
Yeah.
That are just gonna share the same origin, so you don't need to worry about
Mm-hmm.
moving stuff. Yeah.
My desktop picture is a 37. What else would it be? I need to just drag that over there.
Right, make sure that's exported.
Right. what I will do, I'm going to paint this terrain because it's bugging me. It's all different colours.
Is it upsetting you?
Yeah, it is upsetting me. I'm going to paint that into dark tarmac. And it all matches. We'll get some buildings on, some new offices. It had warehouse on it originally, but I actually think it is office block.
Yeah, it is. It's so it's funky
Yeah.
Nokia buildings.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I remember putting it down as Nokia buildings.
Mind you, though, I didn't check to see whether they'd changed since 2010, but I think I had, I don't know.
Yeah. Right.
Right, this is gonna have to go up on share file, mate.
No problem.
I can't do it over Discord because it's too big.
Not a problem.
Too much of a honker.
Let's get some.
New build actually have the
Some
new building
trees
up
in.
there. Or am I gonna have to export it from that? Nope, doesn't have a new building up there. Okay.
Might be Vodafone there now. What is here now, Will? Did you have a look at the map
I
before?
think one of the buildings is still a Nokia building. I
Oh, is
think.
it?
Yeah, Nokia UK is one of the buildings. It's like
I'm going to open my maps up now. Actually, to be fair, I'm just going to see.
It's like a retailer, not a retailer. It's like an industry park.
Yeah.
With like loads of pre-built offices and people just buy the offices there.
Yeah.
Business park. That was the word I was looking for.
Let's have a goosey gander. What we can put in here.
I'm not watching chat right now because I'm doing this.
That's alright. Sweet Smells, welcome and thank you for the follow. Mick Rowe, we're on Southwestern Expressways to Reading. So we're working around Field. Right. It's a case of now just going through all the assets and looking at what we've got. Because obviously they are going to be generic, but
well, can't really.
We should have something. We should have something. Might even be able to get away with these.
This is the thing with the growing CL. The more we do, the more we get to sort of have the place around, you know.
That'll do for that one. How's the Hope Valley coming along? I think there's a dev blog coming up quite soon.
Yes.
There is. I said this the other week, but there is one in the works, so it shouldn't be far off. But yeah, the route's coming on. It's progressing as always.
During study, you can't really say more than that because we're not the devs who do it.
No.
I think I am down to make some stuff for Hope. I don't know what yet.
Oh, these will do the job.
Ooh, very posh.
They might be one floor too big actually. We'll have to just drop them down a bit.
Yeah, it looks a tad tall. We might have to bury it.
I'll do. Right, these will do very nicely. Can't disclose who's working on it, unfortunately. We'll be able to at some point, but we've been told not to say.
Oh, did I drop a?
Yeah, Alex has asked to keep quiet.
All right. I'll expect my P60 in the post.
Oh, have you been telling?
No, I haven't. I don't talk to people, you know me. Only you, Mark, and Callum I talk to. And sometimes TTG. And Alex. When he wants to talk to me. But that's not very often.
That don't look too bad, that. I'm happy with that.
That looks alright.
That's a
We'll
little
do for now.
up in the air there. Welcome back, Jake. He's an external developer, but that's all I can say.
Yeah, it is. It's the mice in your house earning their keep, Tom. Chewing the cables, as it were.
God, I hope not.
You know, just waiting for the
cut
day
off.
where you don't turn up on Discord.
What, like today?
Yeah. I've been starting it all on my own today.
I sort of I took off and disappeared for the afternoon. Went to go and see some trains. Had a drive in the car. Going to see what the world looked like away from Fleetwood. Forgot what the places look like.
You're one of these people sunning it up on the beach, are you, mate?
I wasn't sunning it up now. I was just driving around. Just driving around the hills. Damien Dalet or Dalet, thank you for the like. Good evening to you. Uxbridge Sports Shop definitely will not fit in this one.
Oh,
It is a good build though.
love a good bit of Oxbridge Sports Shop. One of my first assets, that JT.
Yeah, Sweet Smiles. I will put Mark onto that. I think it's Mark that's been emailing you. I will let him know. I have seen it myself. I will find something I want.
Yeah, you'll find something that fits.
I will. Determined.
I don't think it's going to be the Just Fitness, mate.
Football stadium.
Yeah.
Hey Joshua. We've got Joshua
Some
just.
more of Little Church Lane stuff, mate. That goes well over it.
Lit Church Lane will do it well. I've just got Joshua sat there watching me.
Fair enough.
Coal conveyor belts, definitely not. I saw something before that might have done this, but I can't remember where I saw it. Sort of like a modern glass building.
Modern glass.
What's
building.
on our asset block stuff up here? Is there anything in here? I think these are all brick buildings. These were the ones for the Met, weren't they? Aeon building. Any common library updates coming? Yes, there will be a Sheffield Derby update coming rather soon. I approved it on Monday. I don't think it's been sent out though yet.
Has that got the most up-to-date common library in it?
Yes, it does. I double checked. It does have them new fences and stuff in it. Aindale Junction, thank you for the follow. Good evening to you. Yeah, so that will have all them new fancy fences that Will made the other week in there. Along with bits and bobs.
All the new ones.
Just look out for the build. It shouldn't be far off. I'm struggling to find something to put in here.
It's got the tripod in it. I did a couple of months
Oh yeah, the
ago.
tripod as well, yeah. Motorway services, definitely not. Hotel, no. See, that wouldn't have done too bad. It's just not the right size. It looks like when it's been scaled in. That's not bad. Ooh, squeaky toy gem.
Oh, can you hear my dog?
Yeah, it's alright. We all work from home. No, that's not actually a bad fit.
Gave her a new toy, so she's going crazy over it. My apologies if you hear some squeaking.
Good doggo. To be fair, Spaghetti Raver, I've never worked in the JT towers. In the whole 2 years I've worked here, not to be fair, JT team don't work in towers.
We don't have JT towers. Haven't done for a very long time.
Alex used to go there like once a month, didn't he, for the meeting?
That's not JT towers though.
Is it not?
No, that's because obviously we used to have like Mastertronics. I think Mark and Alex are the only two members of JT who's ever been to the old warehouse. Because I started working long after they.
Just give me Google Earth look here. The closest I got to there was Christmas party.
Yeah, didn't you go to St Michael's Place when you went to that Christmas party?
No.
Did we not have a meeting that day?
We didn't actually have a meeting that day. We went.
Did we not?
No, we just went straight to the do.
Went straight to the pub, did we?
I think everyone just went straight to the pub with some food.
I don't know. I can't remember that night very well.
It was a good night.
Surprised Mark could remember it.
These buildings do the job, so we're going to go with them. And I think there's a car park. It looks like a car park. So I'm just going to double check on other Google. I've got so many Google Earths because I can do Street View that goes back in time. Although the Street View doesn't go to the car park, so that doesn't help.
See, I'm still not sure if I'm going to be including the animated escalators yet. We need to see what the performance is like at the end.
Yeah, so we haven't got any assets around the area at the minute, so I've got to obviously rebuild all of Reading. So we'll sort of find that out towards the end.
That, and they're kind of built into the model, so I can't really do them as like a CL separate upload.
I'm trying to figure out if this is a high-rise car park or whether it's a... I think it is, but I can't tell. Hold on, let's have a look on the motorway next door.
Motorway?
Oh, it is, it's a high-rise car park. Right, okay. It's not a very tall one, mine, but it is. Just going to double check this on there as well. On the other one, because I can go back in time with this one. If it allows me. There we go. And we won't put that there. It would be covered in trees in 2012, wouldn't it? There we go. Yeah, it's a high-rise. Right, interesting. Right, what have we got car park wise? Car park. No, we don't want that one. I don't know if we've got any more car parks. I think those are the two car parks we've got. Well, I'm pretty sure I used one for Derby, Nottingham and Leicester, which was a metal one. So there's definitely another one in here somewhere hiding.
I can't really say.
So a quick scroll through. So it's not that one. It's not that one. It's smaller than this one. I bet it's one of these what got put into the route rather than the CL.
Probably. I mean, if you can find it, I can move it over.
Yeah, I might have to do that once I come across it.
If it's one of mine, of course. If it's not one of mine, I can't really. If it's one of our other external devs, I might not be able to go to the files.
We may be able to just move it like the way Mark did it, if that's the case.
Oh, did Mark manage to do
yeah,
that?
he managed to just place it into the root folder.
I don't like.
I can't
I
remember.
don't like moving things into the common library if I don't have the sources for them.
No,
It's
I
just
don't know what
asking
it
for
is.
trouble.
Right, we may have to just do a little bit of
I thought that was my car park then. That looks identical to one that I made.
I don't know which one this is actually. Just called
Oh,
Car
one of
Park 01.
It looks very, very similar to one at Reading.
Yeah. Palmer Car Park. Pinner Car Park. There it is. Is that it? What's that one?
In a car park.
No, it's a bit small actually. That one. There's another one. There is another one. Oh, one more look. Motorway services definitely not.
See, this is half of rebuilding with Tom, just trying to find assets.
Yeah. You know, there's something there, but you can never find it. I'm going to go with that one, I think. It'll do the job for now. If I come across it, I'll just swap them over. Now, we need to put the other buildings here. I'm just going to double check what these ones are. And then we'll build a car park around, like a normal car park around it, that is. And then what we'll do is we'll start putting some fences around the track and all that sort of stuff. Probably we'll end up obviously sort of look at these buildings along here as well, see what needs changing. There's some Kuju we can probably swap around here as well. Get these out of it.
Try and limit as much Kuju as we can.
I mean, over there it's not going to change. I ain't going to be changing all that. You ain't going to see it really. It's all hidden by trees and stuff anyway. No, always use Google. Always been Google on that one. So overlay and all that is all built in with the API key. So this is all one building, this. By the looks of it. And it's going to have a metal palisade fence all along the track side. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, the API key stuff's it has changed in time. When I set mine up,
I had mine working the moment I installed TS, and then I did something and it just doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I set mine up ages ago, before the payment stuff come through onto it. So I have no idea what you'd actually do in that respect. I don't want to mess with mine either because I don't want to making a mess of it. Right, that should do for that actually. I like that. That's alright. Just gonna check what this building should be. Since there's another one there, looks like a warehouse. To me. Let's go back to 2010 there. So yeah, it's actually nothing. That shouldn't be there. Get rid of this. Get rid of them. It's going to take a bit more work than I thought, this area.
Well, see if you get mild on, shall we?
We'll see. Maybe near. Once I get the buildings in, it's not too bad because I soon get the line side stuff in quite quick.
Right. That new test build of Reading is just uploaded to share file for you, mate, for later.
Stop it now! No!
A little bit noisy at the moment. I'll just mute my microphone. So yeah, thank you for the build. I'm just going to mute this, mate, while Joshua's crying. Okay, trying to sort him out.
Sounds like absolute carnage in the Harrison household.
Oh, it is.
See, I don't think I've ever used Bing Maps before. Has the music stopped? One sec. There.
I can hear the music.
Quiet. Try and turn it up a bit.
I don't actually know what happened to the music.
It
seems to go dim.
Turned down. There you go. That should be better.
There you go. Phoenix Nights music. It does have that sort of workman's club sort of feel to it.
Kind of does, though, not gonna lie.
He's having a good sing along.
Well, he definitely doesn't sound very happy, does he?
No, he's on sort of teething and stuff at the minute, so it's not settling very well.
Poor lad. I'm sure he'll be fine. Oh, I didn't know that. Bing gets its images from Ordnance Survey. That's probably why they're so detailed.
They used Bing on Flight Sim, didn't they?
I don't know. I've not actually played Flight Sim. I've only seen you try and play Flight Sim.
No, I haven't touched it for a while. I think they used Bing on it.
Hey up, Josh. How's it going?
Evening, Josh. So the buildings here actually aren't like how you see on the actual Google overlay. They're a little bit different, so I'm just reverting backwards and forwards with my normal map, just to work out what's what. So, the first build is about here.
If you listen carefully, you can hear Tom's machine melting, having to have both Discord,
Screaming.
Streamlabs, and Google Earth open all at the same time. It's not actually Josh that's screaming, it's Tom's processor.
It's not that bad. Your processor's not that bad. Right, this one's easy enough because this actually is still as it is. I'll put these blue ones here, it's easier. Make them a bit bigger. Make sure there's nothing floating, of course. There we go. Oh.
Oh, that's a interesting roundabout. It's like one of those carnival rides. What is it? Like the waltz,
it's got a jump.
isn't it?
It's one of them jumps.
It's got a jump.
Ramp. I need a white sort of style large warehouse. I don't think we've got any of them though. Unless I'm wrong.
What, sorry?
White warehouse, sort of big thing.
White warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't I do some for...
Well, this might do.
Didn't I do some for, yeah, that'll do the job.
That'll
Didn't I
do
do
the
some
job.
for,
I think you did something
I can't remember what it's called now.
Loughborough.
On DNL. Loughborough, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I'll tell you what, my memory's shot.
This'll do.
Can't even remember the assets I made for Earwash, and that was our last release.
Well, you was on about Benelli before.
I was about Benelli before.
How random. What was that?
I can't remember what.
Some shelter or something?
I was supposed to say. Oh, was it Beverly Station?
Beverly? No, that's something to do with Hull.
Oh, oh my goodness.
Newbury.
Newbury. No,
I bet you was thinking Newbury because I thought you were doing Newbury.
Yeah, I'm doing Newbury, but no, it was one of the stations I've done already, but I'm missing an asset on.
I'm not sure.
Bedwin.
Bedwin.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
what I was thinking.
I know
of.
which one you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's old age, mate. Catches up with you quick.
It does. Right.
That or I'm just thick.
Ah, there we go. So we've got them in. What's over here? To be quite fair, there's probably definitely not a Booker's wholesale there.
Yeah, I don't think there'd be a Booker's there, but still. I need to do another macro.
Yeah, just a plain one. Some plain generic-y stuff. Handy. Let's have a look what else was in the brushworks.
That's lit church, mate, not brush.
No, I've moved. You're behind,
Oh,
aren't you?
yeah, sorry. I'm behind, yeah.
Hey, here you are.
Yeah.
Here you are.
Looks close enough to me.
This'll do.
That'll do, big.
That'll do, pig. That'll do. There we go. Look at that. Here's one I scaled earlier. Look at that.
So when are we getting for audio on one of these streams?
I don't know. He came in last Tuesday, briefly. Not on the voice, but he was in the stream.
Oh, we can get him on chat.
We'll have to get him on one evening, won't we? Oh, get the organ out. Dr. Hotfingers.
You gonna be doing much in way of fencing and stuff around there, or
Your fancy fences.
well, no, I just mean in general, like.
There will be some palisade fencing going in around this side. I think once we get to sort of past this, your normal line side fences will start coming into play, to be honest. So we may get to there shortly, because we're not too far. We've done these buildings now. So these ones changed.
No, I do need to do a warehouse back. I think that's on the list.
Yeah, some sort of modular stuff again. I think with the shop site type of style could be quite a good one. Man's not happy.
Oh, those are some very funny looking trucks.
I thought it was an asset missing detection and I remembered it's a station.
Oh, did you panic for a second?
I panicked then, I thought something was broken.
I'm not sure why that's a missing texture, because that should be my grass texture.
Yeah, I bet he's just not sent it out with something or something, I don't know. They sent us a picture earlier with old textures on it.
Should be already included unless he's unless using a different texture. Which is a tad disconcerting. And I know you like to play about with your files a lot, mate.
I'm not that bad.
No, not at all.
Right, this needs changing. Try and preserve that bit. Get rid of them because it's probably going to be palisade fencing around this. But this needs some different buildings added in. I think it actually needs this again. Just gonna go onto me maps. Rise and power for the win from Ben. Definitely.
Man,
They got the Ryzen.
I'm an Intel man. I enjoy my overpriced processors.
Actually, hang on. Hold the phone.
Oh.
Hold the phone.
Oh. Here comes the excitement.
It's your warehouse, is it actually?
See, I didn't buy my machine, so I'm on Intel. So.
You got what you were doing, didn't you?
I got what I was given. Now, to be fair though, Intel was a bit more streamlined with 3ds Max in my opinion. Could do doing some roundabout assets as well, I think.
That'd be quite cool.
I've been thinking about that for a while, doing like a roundabout.
And then just build the roads off it. You can have like one roundabout and just plonk it in and we'll just build the roads off it. Rather than like junctions, like just.
You could also bury some roads underneath it as well, so you've got cars driving around it every so often. That'd be good. cheeky little cheats. Except, I suppose the only issue is you might get people going around the wrong way on a roundabout.
Yeah, possible. Well, you're probably just better off doing it just off it, I reckon.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, well, that's a sign there.
I mean, there was those horrible roundabouts on Airwatch. They're like big old cluster of them.
Yeah.
Used to run an old 3ds Max on Athlon. Wow. Was that back when you couldn't keep 3ds Max open for 2 minutes without crashing? Oh.
There we go. Let's just go on this other side. See what this lot is.
See, 3ds Max has become a lot more stable in like recent years, in my opinion. Like, when I started using it back in like 2010, like it would crash every half hour.
Sounds like
nowadays,
yes.
yeah, well, yeah, I can get a solid like 2 hours working it now without it crashing. Or if I do something which I know I'm not supposed to be doing with 3ds Max, it crashes. I don't even myself.
I'll get rid of this lot because I'm not happy with that. Let's get that out.
What was I using back in 2004? I used to do a lot of animation back then. Use a lot of Macromedia Flash and stuff like that. Oh, good evening, Yorkshire and Derbyshire.
Good evening.
Or oh, you are completely ripping everything out, aren't you, mate?
I want to redo the because obviously there's a station. It wouldn't bother me so much if it was sort of middle of nowhere. Because it's the station area, you're going to be sort of like driving slow into and out of here, so you're going to be looking at this a bit more, and it's going to be sort of like a point of view for screenshots as well. Strictly comes dancing music. This cha cha cha.
I've got it muted still. Oh yeah, it's very very flamenco, isn't it?
Make sure this is all. I think it is actually. It's all smoothed off.
Rosm87, was this route built to Reading previously? Just wondering what part of the route you're changing. Tom?
Where we're looking at. So was this route built to Reading? No. So version 1 ended at Pusey, which was just past Westbury, about 10 miles or so after Westbury, I think it was. A little bit more actually there. So the route got extended to Reading. Obviously, we're then redoing what we can in obviously our timescale just to bring it up to scratch and sort of like up to modern standards in terms of our previous work. We can't go full hog in terms of what we've done with Derby, Nottingham, Lesson and Midland Mainline, that, but the track side should certainly have that feel, which is where you're going to sort of spend your time. And don't forget as well, 'cause this is a bigger route as well. We can't go to that extent. It's like 225 miles all in, which is huge.
We're hoping to make it a bit more up to our standards. You know, since we take it off the original dev, we just want to make it a bit more JT. But we can't go whole hog on it because we just don't have the time on it. We've got other projects and stuff to work on.
Right, warehouses. I'm gonna go with a different one because I don't want the door on the back. I'll go with the blue ones here, I think.
Blue ones?
Yeah, we'll scale them in. Gonna move them a little bit further back than what they are, just because the track's sort of laid differently. Don't forget, this was obviously done by different developers at the time, so we're just taking it over. So just gotta sort of like just shift some things up a little bit, but it all follows. I think the route was built originally in RWD Cal, you see, and
The
way before this.
original
Yeah, so
route,
some
yeah.
stuff's slightly out of line. Just to sort of compensate for that, just move things back a little bit near the track.
We've been slowly tweaking things as we go along, but we
We
can't
have.
fix it all, unfortunately.
It's quite a big I think it's a warehouse. I'm just trying to figure out what this is here. It is a warehouse. Connor Nightingale, thank you for the like. Good evening. I'm going to go for the same building again, but going to be bigger this time, so... And obviously making it go but a little bit further back to the track, so it's sort of in line there. Just 2 of them.
What made you guys want to go back and update this route over the other ones?
Well, this...
I just get told what to do.
Yeah, well, kind of, basically. But this route was being built by the original developers anyway, so it was going to go through us anyway in its current state. But we thought, because we were taking it over, why not go and give it a relift in the terms of scenery and just bring it up to scratch and make it modern standards and all that sort of thing. Put a load more assets into it as well, rather than just send it out with the generics all over the place. We could put all fresh stations in and stuff like that as well, and revisit some of the old part, which is what we've done as well. So the old part's getting some new assets as well. We'll show you'll be able to see a few of them shortly.
Yeah, Mark's been working furiously on making it look a lot nicer.
Just double check what these look like. Google Earth goes all the way into this estate, to be honest. That'll have to go. So it's another distribution place. Didn't you make a big, massive warehouse sort of thing quite recently?
You're gonna have to be a bit more precise, mate.
Oh,
I'm
it
afraid.
was. It wasn't the Booker's building though.
Wasn't the Booker's building?
It was another one. It was a big warehouse. Let's see what that looks like. We'll find it.
See if I've made anything for Swex.
Wholesale
recently.
supermarket? No. That's Macro.
I haven't actually made anything that's like.
I'll find it.
I only made stations so far in Swex. No. Surely I've made more.
No, you do definitely made one. I'm just trying to figure out what it's called.
Oh yeah, everything else I've been making is CL, isn't it? Look. Let's have a gander.
That might come in handy over there. I'll have that.
Oh, we'll have that one.
We'll have that. We'll save that one for a moment.
There's West Country Feeds, I think.
That's the one.
Maybe.
What was it called? West Country Feeds. Oh, it's
Country
not. It's
Feeds,
nowhere
isn't
near
it?
as big as I thought it was. We'll have that. We'll pull that there. I'll do the job. I think this.
Because we've got Booker's, West Country Feeds, and
Could go here.
we've got his new petrol stations that Callum has done.
Aye.
He hasn't done all of my texture on it yet.
That'll do. Just walk rid of them.
We've got that horrible Willow Man statue that I made.
Just make sure it's not floating.
Oh, Fordy's going to look at this. Fordy's going to look at this list and be like, "Oh, Will's only made like 8 assets for this route." It's like, well, yeah, I spent like a month on Reading.
I'll find some more buildings if you want.
That's alright, mate. I've got the final dash coming up soon, so
I'm gonna just get rid of these altogether and just start again.
hopefully
as
get
well.
the last of the stations in soon.
beat this.
This is the music I like to wake up to. Yeah. Still very uneven the ground. I thought you
Yeah,
said
hang on. Oh, this is different. This is the other road.
Oh.
Very elevator music.
See, I find like when doing streams and stuff on development and stuff, doing elevator music just really adds that nice element of we don't know what we're doing. You know, it's like Benny Hill theme for us, basically.
Right, that's better. Right, let's paint this. It's like circus music now.
I remember when I used to stream, like on my channel, and I'd have my playlist just playing, like my royalty-free playlist playing.
Yeah.
And like halfway through the playlist, you get like some really random, like epic music. Like I suddenly gone from 3DS Max to Skyrim or something.
No, I.
And it's like you just sort of sit there and it's like, how do I keep up this momentum whilst 3D modeling?
So we're going to be painting some of the terrain around the track shortly anyway, so not too worried about if it bleeds onto the track area.
Yeah, wouldn't have the patience for that.
Right, there's just a few left to put in here, just some smaller buildings.
Yeah, I might have to make some more warehouses.
Yeah, maybe. Definitely.
Get Callum onto them. I mean, I've got all those.
You got the shops, haven't you? You got to do the shops and stuff.
Yeah, the shops aren't coming to our next project. I'm not doing them on this one. Don't have time for that. Or maybe the project after that. I can't remember what we got lined up.
Highland.
Oh yeah. Island.
Nothing
Yeah, they're
else.
not coming on Island.
We haven't got anything else planned yet.
No, we haven't got anything else planned yet.
Well, nothing else we can say anyway.
No. I'll be quiet.
I'm just going to stop you in your tracks then.
No, don't worry. I'm not going to spill beans.
Everyone's on the edge of the seat then saying, oh, we're going to drop something
you know,
there.
Oh.
And then got some intel. Right, that'll do, I think, for that. This will get some clutter. I'll put some stuff in there and tidy it up proper. I'm going to put some fences around it though now. Just double check that. Oh, that's alright, isn't it? Back in 2010, that road wasn't even there.
Cracking.
Love it when the stuff's not there. I'm just going to double check me street view, which goes to there. That's good. Right, palisade fences. You can't say that, Josh, because obviously it's the era of the route.
It's not lazy bugger. It's a historically accurate lazy bugger.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Right, metal palisade.
Modern version of Swex when. Yeah, I'll quickly pop out and do a modern version of Reading.
We got one. It's in Western Express. We call it Western Main Lines.
Be re.
It be right. It's my say that.
Use the old model as much. I don't think you can get away with using the old Reading.
I'm just trying to figure out what fence it is down the back of the station. Hang on a minute, guys.
I'll have to make that wire fence loft to you at some point.
Yes, that'd be good.
Mm.
So even the ones that Callum's been making and stuff like that have been quite handy.
Yeah, he's been using my textures for it.
Some really good stuff. Anonymous158, thank you very much for the host. Good evening. I'm hoping that it's normal fencing on the other side up here, because it's always countryside sort of stuff. I don't think it's palisade.
You've got a real thing for that fence I've made, haven't you?
I do like it. It's been very useful. Go down there with that. Go all the way around, because you ain't gonna see all that. Just hide that. It's like watching a master of dark arts. I've got many tricks up my sleeve right up here. When I've got a short sleeve, not got many tricks. That'll do. I think. Is that floating? Yeah. Just gonna make sure this isn't floating anywhere. Just gonna.
Yeah, Mark won't let you live it down if it's floating, mate.
No, that's cable trunking.
Oh yeah, that's a fun game we play towards every release.
Find the floating cable trunking before release.
Find the floating cable trunking. What cable trunking are you using there? Is that the old one or is that the one I made?
This is the original one. This is what the original devs put down as well. I'm trying to save it because I don't fancy putting 110 miles worth of cable trunking in.
Fair enough.
Again. I mean, I might have to do it in some places, but if I can get away with the majority of it, I'll leave it as it is. Unless I've got time at the end, I will rip it up, but for now it's staying. Depends how much time we've got towards the end.
Mm.
I've still got to put normal clutter as well. We've been such a long run. I'm not going to be able to go to the same extent of what we did with DNL and stuff like that, of course.
Yeah, well, we had a lot longer at DNL.
Yeah. Well, that's that side. I'm just going to double check. What type of fencing's after this estate? Which it looks to me. There's a little crossing up here, which is actually still here today. In our, well, when I say today, I mean current 2010 era. It's not even a proper crossing as such. It's like an access one. So we'll put. Evening, Plum. Very well, thank you. Does the tool automatically create shadows? Shadows in the game are already all done by the game. Yeah, certainly lamppost shadows there, generated by the lighting.
Mm. We do bake shadows onto
Yeah.
our assets just to make them look a bit nicer.
More natural.
Because the dynamic lighting isn't the best in this game.
And now I need to come to here to select.
This is where you move the track and
No, we won't
lose an hour
do
and a
any
half
of
off
that.
work.
We'll save in a minute. Do that bit.
You probably want to say it because you've done quite a lot, mate.
Make sure they're not over the trap there. Fortnite the best at 273. Thank you for the follow. Good evening. Do we know how to implement AP weather fault lightning into scenarios? No.
Not foggy.
I don't think you can put fault lightning into your scenarios without great effort, I believe. But yeah, it's not one for us really to answer on here. But there we are, that's saved. I'm going to shut that back for now.
I don't even know how to put AP lighting in, so I can't really.
I need to just edit this a bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a fun.
Oh, that was a.
I must have blinked at every moment.
Oh, we didn't let you live that one down.
Ooh,
As he
God,
comes back into chat after doing video, and he's like, "God, I couldn't see any of this lightning, you know. Watch over video." It's like, well, there's some right here, Tom.
I must have been looking at my notes and stuff at the time.
Yeah. Every time,
looking everywhere apart from the
he
sky.
looked away at his screen.
I know, I never got round to redoing it again. Let's send that dirt trap back down here. Save.
Tom never watches his videos back.
No, I did watch it back afterwards. To be fair, I don't know what I was doing. Yeah, you can go, yeah, shed the links away, not a problem. As long as the rel relates in TS and all that, we have no issues. Right, let's get a gate on here. Like that. Another one there. Right.
Oh, these calendars do cross the gates, aren't they?
Those ones are, yeah. He did a small and a
Yeah.
large one. Those are in the common library, one of the new updates recently. Right, let's go to Mr. Will's, a new fancy fencing. Oh.
I think it's a bit high, mate.
Not yet. I'm not quite finished. I'm going. I'm trying to bring it down. There's a bump in the train that's made it go up into the air. Sometimes you can never select it. You have to redo it all. It's pain.
In the speedboard.
That's meant to be hidden for the small one. It just wasn't hidden.
Oh, is it a small one, not track linked?
No, the small one's a separate placeable one.
Uh-huh.
It's the big one, it's the track link one. Right, so a lot of fencing to go along here now. So this is the other once we close the track. I can't believe it's gone 9 o'clock already.
Definitely been.
This
Wrapping
area
up.
has actually been a lot more than what I thought, but I think we can get to this bridge easy.
Do you think you're a bit ambitious with a mile, mate?
I think we'll probably get at least 3/4 of a mile. Where's the crossing? I forgot where it's there, isn't it? I didn't realise how much work would have to go into these buildings. I mean, we've started done the car park. Didn't think I would actually be ripping all this lot up, to be honest. I thought it would just be a quick job. Never mind.
You haven't downloaded that new build of Reading yet.
No, we'll be doing it, don't worry. Gonna show some other bits of the route as well, yeah. Right, that's that. Just wanna tie this up here. Metal palisade, a fence there. We'll just do this little bit here. Is that it? Trying to figure out what's going on here. This is far. This is a bit forward in time on the obviously the map here. Right. Concentration face here. Not a problem, James. Thank you very much for joining.
Have a good one. Yeah, I wouldn't have patience to do this.
No, it's a lot more than what I thought I needed to be doing here.
Well, that's mostly what this route has been.
Yeah. A lot of hidden surprises along the way.
Have you ever recorded passenger seat footage out the window of a real route from a train to give you a side view of the route because obviously a cab video doesn't show the sides?
No. Usually most of the stuff you see. Rides. Yeah. Most of the stuff, to be quite fair, I use the line side, not line side, so the cab view for everything line side in the route, and then choose Google Earth then for everything away.
Thinking about it, I could probably do a passenger view for Reading if I can find one.
You've been really struggling for Reading videos, haven't you?
Oh, I've been really struggling with videos for Reading.
That should be right down here. Well, that's about there. And then we're gonna freehand do this next bit. Up into the air. Hopefully that's gonna be spot on there. Nope. Nearly. He's not happy at the minute.
Definitely having a big old go, isn't he?
He's having a go.
Bless him.
Try that again. There we go. I'll do. Now, this fence figure out where it moves away from the track, which I think is actually I need to do this a bit more actually. Somewhere around about here. Pull out there. It's floaty. So we've got a little bit of it's not bad.
Oh, I can tell you now, if they could mount a 360 camera on top of a train, like a full-on HD one, they would make mega bucks from that. Like,
Oh wow.
I mean, goodness, we'd buy all of them, you know.
Everything we can get. Ah, that's not too bad that, because oh, that's going to be hidden by the foliage if any little bits of that float in there. Probably not that bit though. I need to just sink some of this under the track. Right.
Certainly getting there, mate.
We're getting there with it. It should start coming together in a minute.
Is it a case of you blink and it'll be done, sort of thing?
I hope.
You hope.
I wish. No, it won't be too bad in a minute because I'll start putting some of the foliage in. So I'm going to paint the terrain ballast next.
Oh, one for you, Tom.
Oh, if you notice that if you set the size of the mesh to 5, it doesn't pull up or down. No, it's just down to the sizing of the tray mesh in the game. You can't really do much on the 5. You have to be very precise. You've got to get on the corners of the mesh. So when you start going bigger than 5, it's a bit easier. 5 isn't too bad though to work with very, very small like areas in like cuttings and stuff. You can do sections at a time. It's handy. I wish we could go smaller sometimes. Well, most of the time.
Well, the mesh is massive though. You know, this is what looks good about the Unreal Engine. It's got quite a fine mesh on it, I believe.
Mhm.
At least a lot finer than TS1.
Yeah, it's a lot more precise.
Yeah, I'd lose my wicked terrain paint.
I love terrain painting.
He says through gritted teeth.
I don't mind terrain painting the ballast area. I like this. I enjoy doing that sort of job. It's when I have to paint every single field after it. I don't like doing that. I hate it. I always leave it to last. Right, let's get some. Yes, it's definitely not an easy job to update a route that's already done because you don't know what's underneath the terrain, underneath the scenery. And one of the things we found is when we've started removing stuff in areas, there's big holes underneath, and you've got to sort of rectify that as well.
Finding all the little bugs and stuff that bad habits that people have done.
But they're easy fixable. Just adds a little bit of time onto it, but it's worth it in the end.
Tom does do it all day.
I do.
All day.
Unless I've gone out for a bit.
Unless he's gone out for
Unless
a bit.
I went out like today. Nice day though.
Oh, I'm glad you had a nice day, mate.
It was a nice day out as well. Lovely
I was
weather.
busy working, mate.
Can I show you how to put a flying helicopter in? I can't because I don't even know how to do it myself.
I don't know if we've got a flying helicopter outside, have we?
Never seen a flying helicopter.
I mean, yeah, I don't think. I know there are routes of like little planes that go around in circles.
There is stuff that people have done. I think Co-Blitzer, Bergland, Reloaded, whatever you call it, 3 or something. That's got flying aircraft and stuff in it, but it's all scripted and stuff. It's not easy placed. Oh, do you mean like from one place to another in the route? Rather than right, okay, right, I'm with you. Press 9. Zoom out as far as you can. Go to wherever you want to be. Press CTRL. Left click once wherever you want to be, and it'll move like it's doing now. Drop down box. Click the play there, and it'll send you to where you want to be. And just press escape out of the main map, and it'll take you to where you want to be. A few of these. So we'll mix other bits of foliage in here in a second as well, and it'll soon fill itself up, get some trees in here, and then it should be there for that little bit. Up to this crossing. We're up to a different crossing at the minute, but we're not doing bad. Just need to drop them down because they are floating a bit. What's Tom's least favourite part of route building?
I would personally say route building as a whole is probably Tom's least favourite.
No, I do like route building. It's a good job I like route building, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
My least favourite part is adjusting the terrain and stuff. Adjusting terrain and terrain painting are two of my hated bits of building. Just because they take so long. Because the terrain mesh is just so awkward to work with. It's very hard to get what you need. So you just got to work with it and just live with it, really. But yeah, definitely those. I'll while all this down the back of the platform.
I mean, to be fair, I can't really comment because I can't even route build, so... the closest I come to route building is when I built out for London.
You made a very nice test route.
I made a very nice test route, yeah, it looked fantastic.
I never got to drive that test route.
I did. Had a lot of broken signals on it.
Definitely, yeah, terrain paint when you get to the end, it's near the end of the route though. So I leave it to last. Well, I've not really done much terrain paint on this route. Just the terrain ballast, car parks and odd little bits here and there. Get rid of the cabbage patches.
Oh, the cabbage patches. I'm still unsure whether that was intentional, whether it was something.
I think
did
they were
to mess
intentional.
everything up.
Because you didn't do anything on this route. When you shifted everything, it was on DNL when it all moved.
Yeah, but it
That
was
was
on
a mistake.
it was on CL where I did it. So
Yeah, I don't think it was yourself on this. I'm not really sure. They're going anyway. They're slowly moving away.
I suppose it's different for how your workflow is, Jack, because it's like we tend to do it in like Passover, so we'll do like the first one, and then we'll do more detail, and then more detail, and more detail if we got the time, you know.
Yeah.
What's my least favorite part of modeling? My least favorite part of modeling is
Reading?
probably texturing.
You're not Reading?
Yeah,
Just Reading as a whole.
Just Reading in general, yeah. No, I'm having issues with Reading, but I'm not disliking it. Not like I did Nottingham.
It's just finding where everything goes, isn't it, on Reading for yourself?
Yeah, but Reading's a puzzle that I'm trying to figure out from like 20-year-old photos. So.
Yeah, mixing paints. I do like mixing the paints in the fields to put little patches of different colour in, just so it breaks that one colour up.
Yeah, to this day, I'm still adamant that Nottingham was my least favourite station so far. I did not have fun doing Nottingham. I think it's because it took me too long. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think you burnt yourself out, really, didn't you, with it?
Yeah. I mean, I was just on the rebound from Metline when I did Nottingham.
Yeah. It was straight in, weren't it, really?
Oh no, it wasn't Metline. It was Matlock.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because you and Mark were Matlock, weren't you?
Derwent Valley, sorry, not Matlock. Can't call it Matlock. Call it by its product name.
There's nothing from YouTube for Reading 2010, 2012. I think we've sort of got all we can get, really, haven't we?
Yeah, we've been trying to find what we can, but like cameras have kind of progressed quite a lot in the last 5 years. So a lot of the stuff that we do find is like 260p sort of thing, and it's like cool. I need to figure out what these pixels are. Potatoes, I call it. Yeah. Yeah, Mark's on a whole series on rebuilding, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's been doing all sorts of rebuilding videos. Loads.
I mean, that's why we do this. We like to share the knowledge, you know?
Share the love.
I love trains, mate.
I know. You keep telling us. Whilst gritting your teeth.
No, I'm slowly learning more and more.
You're becoming an anorak, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm becoming a right veg. The more I do at JT, the more I learn things. I got really upset at myself the other day.
Oh?
Because we were watching a show or something, and I recognised one of the stations that they were filming at as Ruislip, and I was like, oh, that's Ruislip there, and my wife just looked at me and I was like, yeah, I let myself out.
Hey up, Matt. Come bashing with me.
Hey up.
You gotta go bashing with him. You're gonna take him out of your tractor. Doubt fields. Pick potatoes and go bashing trains.
Yeah, I don't have the patience to plant all this foliage. I don't even have the patience to make foliage, let alone put it down.
It's not bad doing this.
Oh, I don't like making foliage. That's probably the one thing I
be
avoid
fair-
the most when 3D modeling.
To be fair, I do it a lot quicker than I'm doing it on here because it's just because I'm watching like chat and stuff. Obviously, I'm not going as fast as I usually go. I mean, I did 2 miles worth of line side scenery for that in about an hour yesterday. Of like doing what I'm doing now, all this lot.
Hmm.
No, wrong map. I need to look on Google Maps. So to about there, and then there's sort of like builder sites. So I mean, what I've got here at the minute, this work is sort of like classing it as extra at the minute. I mean, I've got to do it, of course, but because I'm working in the other direction towards Coglow Junction, I'm doing 2 miles a day on that stretch. This is getting me a little bit ahead for when I come back onto this section to do the Reading part,
Yeah,
which is why I'm doing it on stream.
You're waiting mostly for Reading, aren't you?
Yeah, obviously the surrounding buildings and bits as well, so then we can start placing them all in.
Yeah, you wait for some lazy dev to finish it up.
I know.
Yeah.
We'll have a look at Reading in a moment, but get this little bit in. I mean, I don't think we're going to finish this, to be quite fair, tonight. There's just still quite a bit to do, but we've done a good chunk of it. It's just trees, really.
Oh, but you promised a mile, Tom. I
know, but we'll be probably here till about 11 o'clock. if we didn't do that estate, we probably would have had it done, to be honest. It's just done a little bit longer. Now that's got an estate in there, so I'm going to hang on with this bit because I need to wait for the rest of the station to be finished texture-wise. Let me have a look. Some stuff's going in the middle of the track.
Tom, is there anything you get through a lot of when sitting down for a long session of route building? Like, do you need coffee or lots of tea or coke sticks, for example? I mean, I tend not to do hard drugs whilst working.
No, I don't. I just drink pop, just like Vimto or whatever. Really, I try not to drink a load of energy drinks because they're not good for you anyway. I try not to drink them. I do sometimes if I'm a bit tired, I will have one. But
yeah, if I go to a shop and buy myself lunch, I'll grab myself an energy drink.
A fishbowl of gin. No, to be fair, it's just whatever's just normal, like just cordial and stuff. Really, have a few snacks along the way, nibbles, but yeah, I just get on with it. We dinner at a normal time and that, and just work to a sort of set routine, really. Once you get into the zone, you sort of just get going.
That's it. It's getting yourself in that like.
Just getting yourself ready,
mind, isn't it?
So you sort of like know what you're doing for the day and what you're gonna do. Just crack on before you sort of like keep at it. Before you know it, you've done it for the day.
And you set yourself your goal, and when you do it, you're sort of done for the day, aren't you?
Yeah. Although my goal today hasn't exactly gone to plan here.
No. But
we're all right. This is extra anyway, so we're all right.
Saves you a bit of extra time. Looking really good though, mate.
It's coming along. Right. Let's put Reading Station in, and then we'll show you some other bits of the route. So bear with me a couple of minutes, guys.
Ooh. Excitement.
Hello. Right, game's just loaded back up now, guys. Right. My game's desperately ready for a reinstall. It takes forever to like load up and everything. I just haven't exactly got the time to redo it. So it takes me like 2 days. So I need to sort of fit it
Coming
in a
close to that
weekend.
time
But
of year.
yeah, I mean, I did a calculation of my train sim last night, and it's literally 500 gig in size with all the stuff I've got installed. So it is time for a clear out, a spring clear out. Just I need to back everything up and then obviously bite the bullet and do it.
Mm. There's always going to be some form of drama, but there always is when you do it.
Usually.
Mm.
Dean, so do you pre-plan what sections to do and what days to divide it up? Basically, no. Well, what I do is 2 miles a day. So what I'll do is I'll start off by measuring. I'll get the track offset tool and measure out. I think it's 3,200 meters, which something like that is about is a 2 mile section. So then where I've measured up to, I'll then work back and delete everything back from that point up to where I last got up to, so that I know what I've got to do in that day. Then I'll do all the tidying up off the terrain, any like bumps and stuff that need clearing up. I'll put the fences in, do the line side foliage. Then I delete any 3D trees in the distance that aren't needed, swap them for 2Ds, and then I'll put in new foliage and all that, and then the trees virtually, unless there's any buildings along the way they putting in or garden fences and stuff. But yeah, that's usually the general sort of plan that I work to.
I think Sam Jones is desperate to know how do you build routes. It confuses him.
It's a lot to sort of explain on the stream. Yeah, it really is. You're best off. You're better off with YouTube tutorials. There's loads of stuff to get you started in terms of how to make your route templates, talks you through gradients and stuff. Now, this is a bit of a shameful plug, but if you go on to Train Sim TV's YouTube, I probably shouldn't do it, but we've got loads of stuff on there.
/TrainSimTV.
Mark's been doing a route building series on there. Sort of talks you all the way through the process of laying track, all that stuff, gradients and everything else. To placing the scenery, putting trees in, putting signals and stuff in like that. He goes through the whole lot, the whole process. So they're like an hour-long video as well, so you do get quite a good amount of stuff in each one. So it's worth looking at. There is other stuff out there as well. I think Matt Pedalston from DTG, he's got a channel which talks you through all sorts of stuff as well.
He's got plenty of stuff on his.
Yeah, there's loads on there. And then other people as well that just do their own stuff, just random stuff. There's loads and loads of stuff on there to get you started. Katie's here. Hello, Katie.
Hey, I'm Katie.
Right, Reading Station. So I haven't seen this other than a picture of a render of it this afternoon. So exciting times.
Not much has really changed from a render, but getting there.
Do you know if there is a... Oh, hang on. Sky Player 6, thank you for the follow. Good evening. Do I know if there's a way to get passengers to walk around the platforms more, because they seem to look for about 10 seconds and stand still. It's just the way the game works, unfortunately. You can't tell them where to go. You can make it the density more, so you can make more people appear at certain times of the day, but other than that, they just do their own thing. Usually walking in front of the train as well. That's what they do, unless you really, really fine-tweak the boundaries. Oh.
That's right, Katie, don't worry. We're used to Tom crying all evening. So
I know, I'm a massive crybaby.
So the LEDs are still a bit bulky.
Yeah, so it's going to be quite hard to quite see what's going on, because obviously we've got this decal in this limits, but you're going to get the idea.
You can probably remove the decal now, mate, if you want.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, this one's got a thing underneath it, so you got to find the decal things, which are.
I'll leave it in just for now, just in case there's any buildings I need. I don't do it yet. I can't bring myself to it. I mean, what we could do is actually get a station, and we'll go and place it over here.
Mm.
We'll just have a look around. That'd be easier. So Will, this is what Will was working on the live stream this section the other week.
Mm. This is the pub on the outside.
3 guineas. You got the Reading entrance there. Oh, you're getting some good comments there. Oh, wow.
Try my best.
My lord. That's ace. This is massively like come on since I last saw it.
I'm now working on the last major building
this?
outside, which is the big white one, yeah.
The Google Maps key, it's you've got to go on the Google accounts, your account, and put an API key stuff, and you've got to put payment details in. It's changed quite a lot since when I did it about 10 years ago, something like that. And there's not many tutorials, unfortunately. You've got to put your details in. I wanted to do a tutorial for my own channel ages ago, but without putting risks to messing up my account, we never did it. Matt Pedalston, I think, has got an API key tutorial, but I don't know if it's to this up-to-date sort of standards of where you put the billing details in. But it should hopefully help you out and get you in that sort of in the right direction.
But for Reading, it was slightly different, because where it was backdated, I had to create the decals to go over the actual environment so that they would know what to work to, because it's changed. Reading's changed quite dramatically since our time period. Got my escalators over there, mate. Let's get my escalators. Proud of them.
We're going underground. We're in the subway.
We're going underground, are we?
We'll go this way.
Yeah, it's not got any lighting in there yet, so it's a bit dim.
Fancy escalators. I think, to be quite fair, I don't think they're going to kill the FPS. I really don't.
No, I don't think they would. They move a bit fast, but...
Can you slow them down a bit?
Yeah, I can do. It just adds a bit more frames to the animation.
They've got glass texture on here as well now.
Yep, got glass textures with the beams in between. There's not any actual lighting on it yet, so it's all a bit dark on the inside bits.
Bit dark and dingy.
A bit dark and dingy.
So this is there's a little building on this back wall, isn't there? That's the building.
Yeah.
There's the other part of the subway there.
The canopies have been a real pain to figure out.
Have you ever worked on any railways that no longer exist? No, I haven't on TS. We do have one route that's on our website called the Malmesbury branch, which is a route that isn't around anymore. That's a steam mirrored route, of course. We've done it on the stream a few times, actually. To be fair, it's a nice little drive. It's not a long route, but it's very characteristic and got a lot of atmosphere. You've got the car park over here as well.
But yeah, like I was saying, with Reading, I've had to make a lot of the overlays and decals because the rails are completely different to what they were.
It's massive. It does look really good.
It's a beast. It is going to be broken up into separate assets so that it loads in a bit faster and stuff like that. But should be done within the next couple of weeks, hopefully.
Yeah. But yeah, it's massively come on since I last saw it. Big boy.
The issue is when you're doing a project this big, you'll start with something simple like platforms and platform textures, and then you'll build on them and stuff like that. And then you'll get to the end and you'll be like, oh, I don't actually like those platform textures. I'll change those, you know. And then you get into this endless loop of just tweaking things until it's right. Yeah, I'm happy about it's coming along, and should hopefully be able to show you the finished project soon.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, obviously, when you come under it, mate, you still obviously see through to the sky, whereas on the top it's there.
Yeah, I haven't done the roof textures on those yet, and the beams aren't supposed to be green and blue and stuff like that. So
they just placeholder textures on there at the minute.
They're the same textures you got in the middle because
Yeah. That bit's right.
but they're
Yeah.
just
Oh, I
not
love the
unwrapped properly.
Wow. They don't even blur.
Yeah, they're
They're really
supposed to be
clear.
transparent. It's not quite working properly.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, you go through it. Liking the rivets and stuff on it.
Hmm.
Excellent. Right, what we'll do, just before we sort of finish up, because it's time is pressing on, we'll show you what I've been up to from Westbury, so where I'm working in the daytime. And I'll show you a little bit on the Bristol Express side as well.
Really upset Mark by showing
it'd be fine.
in dev stuff.
So yeah, I've as I said at the beginning of the stream, this was all tidied up and virtually everything around the yard was all redone. Audio enhancer, I do occasionally. I haven't got it on at the minute. I do have it on sometimes. So you got the avoider line there. That's all been recently done. Little steps down to platform to track level there.
Oh, looking lovely.
How can I use TS to expand such as London to Bedford? Do you mean as in like as a base route to work from, Sam? So this is where the two lines meet up again. Basically, so for example, if you want to use the DTG Bedford to London, you could use that as the base route. Then you would just extend from Bedford and just build towards where you want to go. That's how you could do it if you want to do it as that way. So yeah, we're traveling towards Frome.
Is that a missing bridge or waiting a custom?
That's actually like that.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, it used to be a bridge. They just knocked the top part off and just it's like that now. So it's all fenced up.
Fair enough.
Signal box at Fairwood Junction. Signal box isn't there anymore, I don't think. I got knocked down years ago, I think. I'll double check that, but I'm most certain it's not there. Because I had a cab ride.
Newbury's not done yet, I don't think. No, I'm making Newbury, aren't I?
Newbury.
Newbury. Am I making Newbury?
Yeah, big Newbury, yeah. Callum did Newbury Racecourse.
Yeah, he did Newbury Racecourse.
So that's not a signal box, that's just a little brick building, that. Yeah, the signal box went ages ago. I think it was older Steam era, sort of. It's a whole new. It's getting re-released as Southwest Expressways to Reading. The original version of the site will be taken off sale. Existing owners will get quite a nice discount. I'm led to believe that's what I've been told. Don't know what it is, but there's going to be a nice discount for anyone who already owns the old route. You won't lose it off your account. You'll be able to download the old one still. On that.
Obviously, there's going to be quite a few like visual differences between the old one and this one because we are revamping the older section. We're not making too many customs in the older section, but we are making customs in the older section. And yeah, we'll be able to give away prices and stuff like that closer to release.
Going to play mode would be a bit better. So yesterday I started from here yesterday. So I did all this. This was the last 2 miles I did. I'll show you where it goes up to. You can tell my game needs to reinstall because it lags like that. I like just little scenes like this with this bridge. Got the steps coming down to the track, front road.
Oh, that's nice. Did you put those steps in yourself?
Those are the concrete steps that you made for Loughborough.
Oh yeah.
I've just scaled them. There's 2 on top of each other. There's another set that goes down.
exact assets we use for hedgerows in fields.
The-
Those are ones I
Those
made.
ones. So, if I go in editor, go to the track. You can't see it on it, but if you go to the track section on the top bar, which is the second one in, click that. Go to the walls. Go to the common library stuff. So JTCL. Bush siding is what you want. So it's like the second or third one down, depending on what you've got. If you should, it should be your third one down from common library current. That's the one. There's that one. And that. But that's one I use in my on my fields, unless it's stuff that's already here, which is these brambles. Just a little bit floating on. Those ones are just TSA bramble line 50 meter. So this is the junction to Froome. Haven't actually done this bit yet, which goes around the back there to the station. This section's not been revamped yet. So I've kept the main line just for now. Just because it's like another 2 or 3 miles to go around. No problem. So this was all done yesterday, this section. Some more Will's nice fences up there.
You're gonna make me blush at this, right, mate?
New footbridge, that weren't there originally, that was missing from the route, so I've put the footbridge in. Asda's now in place. That originally was a Kuju massive office block thing, which was that really big blue band around it. So we'll swap that for the Asda. That's actually Langley Mill Asda, but it works quite nicely for where it needed to be, so we have a supermarket there now. Moving down here, I ended my work yesterday there. So today I've not done as much as I was going to do because obviously I went out, but I did all the line side fencing and all the terrain today. All this sort of stuff here, so this will be where it'll work up to for now. So when I come back from Froome, I'll then obviously come back up and meet here. So as you can see, crossing's in ready. That's ready. It's all these bridges have been reworked today. Smoothed out these embankments as best I can as well. It was quite a while sorting them out.
Still look kind of rough, mate.
Yeah, I can't get any better. Because if I move any more, it starts cutting into the track and stuff.
Yeah.
Down this bit as well. I didn't quite get to where I wanted to be, but it was this bit to there. So I'll just press on with this tomorrow, and then I'll just whack all the grass stuff in tomorrow morning.
Looking good, though.
Yeah, it's coming along. So that puts us to like here, near the junction for East Somerset Railway. I'm working down to Coglow, which is here. So what I'll do quickly before we go.
It's really upset Mark by showing some of his work. It's a work in progress.
Well, we'll start off showing the new Coglow Junction Bridge.
Yeah.
We need, asset banks. We could probably do with some new grass banks as assets, really. DTG made some. I think we could do something
some more
like that.
embankments.
But actual placement ones, quite cool. This is new Coglow Junction Bridge. This came in about a week ago. He's lost. So Callum built this this bridge. Which goes all the way down here. Look quite cool when you get trains going over there. We'll just have a little fly through. So please treat this, of course, as this ain't done. This bit's not done yet. Hang on. He sort of left a little section up here. He got to here. This is where he got to. So I'm be doing this tile here. So when I do Coglow, this will be my tile to work with. So do treat it as work in progress still. It's not finished. Everything we've shown you is obviously subject to changes here and there. So we're heading towards Taunton. We'll see a few customs on the way as well, which we'll point out.
is looking great. I like the little details Mark puts.
I've not even driven down this part of the route yet. I'm waiting until he gets to Bristol. It's just nice to see Bristol to Exeter section obviously be brought to standards. I mean, Bristol to Exeter part of the route is very old. So it's one of the first JT routes, so to see this part have a big rework is brilliant. Right, so we are. Yeah, this is why I need to reinstall my game. It just lags like mad. That's one of the original bridges that was already in the route. I think there's some assets just after the station though. So we come to one of the first ones. As I say, this isn't finished, you can tell. This is one of the new bridges, end at route, end at station area.
I think you flew past one of the new footbridges anyway, haven't you? Just a second ago.
Oh, that one's one of the original ones. Yours is a little bit further up. Is it you that made a footbridge up here?
Yeah, I made a
it's
black
over,
metal footbridge.
This is Fairwater. That's a new bridge. New Bookers.
Oh yeah, most of the stuff on this estate is new, like the Bookers and the
West Country feeds. That's your footbridge. Yeah, if it's a DTG issue, Sam Jones, with their, you're best off sending them a support message, because we don't do support on the DTG stuff. Moving up, so that's where is it West Somerset Railways there, isn't it? So other little things such as these little signs, so the level crossings are in the route. Quite cool. That's a new bridge, isn't it? That might be one of Callum's, that.
Yeah, I think that was one of Callum's warm-up bridges to begin with, I think. Looks very low, but I imagine it's fine. I'm sure Mark tested it.
Oh yeah, it'd be the because it's on quite an arch anyway.
I have faith in Mark's testing. If not, we'll roast him for it. Oh, we wouldn't let him live that one down.
We've got another level crossing here. Which one's this? We've got Bradford on Tone. Sort of just make the scene.
See, to me, it's all these little details that really make the route. You know.
Let's see what else I can find. I'm not actually sure where. I'm not sure if we're near Stoke Cannon or not yet. That's a new one. Where are we at here? This is one of the old sheds. Let's see which one this was. Wellington Goods Shed. This is one of Callum's new ones. Some graffiti in here as well. I think the bridge is new. Yeah, the new bridge as well there.
I didn't see the graffiti.
I've not even seen this bridge. I don't even recall seeing this bridge. It's got ivy up the side of it as well. Platforms are in them as well. And if you if you just turned up here and you didn't know what this was, you said it was Bristol to Exeter from like 10 years ago, you'd be like, whoa, what? So much has changed.
No, it's going to be real fun to drive. I'm going to look forward to driving it.
I'm looking forward to driving this part. That's an existing. So these bits of
default scenario to drive.
The inn at Sampford. That's new.
There's that other pub that counted as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, the I can't remember what it's called. It's up at the junction near Exeter.
Yeah, the place that always floods.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Oh, you got not quite finished yet. We've got the tunnel. White Ball.
Oh yeah, the one I haven't finished yet.
It's a mega White Ball tunnel. Cowley Bridge Junction, that's the one.
Yes, that's the one.
I think Mark's resculptured quite a lot of the land around here as well. I know he's redone a lot of this motorway.
He just tends to beaver away at stuff. You know what he's like.
Tiverton Parkway, that's an existing station, that. New motorway bridge there as well. Start chasing 60s. He needs to give his head a wobble.
So I'm sure we'll hear all about it tomorrow. Is it back tomorrow?
Yeah. It's got the old Tiverton platforms there. And also that's an existing bridge, that's TSA. Be nice and busy. Yeah, there's some stations getting new models in off the original part. There is a couple. I can't remember which ones they are. I think. I'm trying to remember which one it's called.
Oh, that's
Parcel Street. Parcel Street's one of them that's getting a new one. We can't do all of them.
New
we
petrol
can't.
Stations just flying past there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Shell garage. Yeah, we unfortunately we can't do all of them.
We don't have time to revisit all the stations.
Anything we can redo, we will look at. But at the moment, we've got our set ones that we definitely we know need doing. It just goes on time at the end of the day. If there's any time to revisit bits, then we can obviously assess. There's another bridge there. That's one of yours,
Harry, when building your assets, what zoom level are you in Google to get the right scale? So when I take a screenshot for my top-down view, I always make sure I catch the key in the bottom right corner, and then as long as I've got the right resolution, so when I take it into Photoshop and make it as like a JPEG or whatever to put onto my plane in 3ds Max, as long as it's the right resolution, I don't need to worry about warping, and then I just need a match. I need to create a square in game that's the right size. Like say, if I use like a 5-meter key, I then just have to scale my plane to be the right size to that. Does that make sense? So
Makes sense to me.
yeah, it's my cheaty way of doing it, and it's the quickest way in my opinion. And you get it close enough ballpark sort of thing. Like you might be like half a meter out, but at that size you don't really notice.
Darren Carey, thank you very much for the like there, and also all of UK, thank you for the follow. Bear with me, Jaden. I'll sort it for you. Yeah, I'll sort it for you in a minute, mate. Go on, sit down, mate. Right. We're not too far from Exeter. We've got Hella Brodnick.
Anytime. Always happy to share my knowledge. I'm a little cheat, so I do.
Little station building there. Roger Dodgers. Have a quick read.
Oh yeah, Roger Dodgers Services.
Chazrael, hello. Good evening. So we're not too far. I'm trying to figure out where we are now. I think there's a straight run that goes. Yeah, we're nearly there now. Stoke Cannon, I think, yeah. Yep. Doing very well, thank you, Charles.
We're doing well, thank you. Oh, me and Tom both called at the same time.
Clash.
Lots of customs.
Yeah, there's quite a few on this section. Another bridge. Another one here as well.
I mean, like, obviously, you know, if you already own a route, we're not forcing people to buy the updates. But to be honest with you, in my opinion, the amount of customs you get, I think it's definitely worth it.
You get a lot. There's a big rework as well. Yeah, this is the building. It's not quite finished yet, by the way. This is the Cowley Bridging. I think this marks the end, actually, of what he's done up to now. I don't think he's touched up here.
No, I don't think
he hasn't done any fella yet. No, it ends here. So we shall finish up on that nice view of the building. So we're going to end it there, guys, because it's like 10 o'clock. It's gone so fast. We'll be doing another. We will be doing another route builder stream in a week or two, so do look out for it. We'll be driving, I think, next week. Either driving or Will's asset building. So we'll figure that out, and then we'll let you all know on the old graphics and stuff on Facebook. So thank you again for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it, and you get to see some more route as always. So just keep an eye out. Don't forget there was an in development blog that went up on our page yesterday as well for the route. So there's a bit on there as well. Some of the bits I haven't shown you this evening. So do have a look if you haven't done. Don't forget, the Easter sale starts on Thursday. If you haven't signed up to our newsletter stuff, do sign up to that. You'll get an email, or just look out on the Facebook and all that sort of stuff. You'll find out as and when it goes live on there. Don't know what's going in it, so I can't disclose what's going on onto there, but do keep your eye out. Take care. It's a good night for me, and it's a good night for Mr. Will.
Good night for me as well.
Take care, everyone. See you later on.
Have a good one.
See you next week.